26 January 2023, Thursday, MAO with Cal. Now, time to book your partial profits on Tesla. Now, Tesla share came down from 200 down to 150 to 100 level, right? And that was a point whereby we said to many people that if you want to buy some Tesla right now, you can buy some to keep, but it's just pure speculative, all right? Because I mentioned that about 120 to 130 would be a good time to take some profit. And today we saw it going higher. So to be honest with you, I didn't expect Tesla shares to be going even higher because I don't think that the earnings will be good. But step in the face, I was wrong. But still, being responsible here, I really want you to consider to take more profits from Tesla share tonight. Okay, I'm not kidding you. Let me tell you more in details. And of course, we have to watch out for Google because apparently Pelosi has sold many Google shares at low, in fact. So I feel that there's something to be very, very careful. So let's tell you more shortly. Now, once again, make sure you do your risk assessment, and thank you, Ames, for the kind sponsorship. Now, let's recap what happened last night. The Dow Jones recovered 460 point negative all the way up the south. So totally the down and up is 900 points. Incredible, right? So on the surface, you can see that many shares is pretty flat, but if you were to look deeper, the share was down like 2%, 4%, 5% at one stage. Now, Google is still down by 2.54%, and that is my real concern here. I'll tell you more in detail, but let's look at the headlines. NASDAQ closes slightly lower for the second day as earnings season rolls on. But the more important thing is that we all know that the corporate earnings are coming out right now, and some of the largest companies are faring amid the rising interest rate and mounting recession fears. We all know that, right? So at one stage itself, right after Microsoft earnings came out, Dow Jones tumbled 460 points, all right, and then it recovered all the way up. NASDAQ at its low shed for 2.34%. So we all know that the technology shares are very sensitive to the interest rate environment, and of course, if there's going to be any recession, that will be worse because they need a lot of people around them, and if there's going to be a recession, cutting down manpower, all these things will not equal to a good outcome for the companies. But of course, we have Boeing basically finishing higher despite a top and bottom line miss. All right, this is really incredible. So the thing is this, all right, if the companies are all very bearish right now, why should investors be bullish? But apparently people are still buying from the bottom because there's so much funds that's outside the market right now. They are trying to go in. So every time a pullback comes in, the boys buy in. The question is this: these boys are who? The retailers or the corporates? There's something to talk about, right? The thing is this, let's look at Tesla, right? Tesla records revenue and beats earnings. So it's good. But the problem is that they reduce the target by so low, it's not difficult to actually come up with something better, all right? So I'm not going to I know there are a lot of Tesla fans here, but you must see the whole thing, right? The revenue is good. It is increasing, right? Undeniable, all right? The revenue is increasing and it's up. That's good. But if you look at the operating cash flow, it's down by 29% and down by 36%, all right? And that is something that I want to talk about shortly. And look at this Tesla share right now. It was trading about 145, and then after the market, it shot up all the way to 155, 152 right now, all right? So yes, do take profit at 150. Now, I said that it's time to take some profit yesterday, and I still stand it will go down to 120 again. So of course, by saying this right now, I'm $30 down, but that's okay. Let's just continue. So let's look at it. Now, Elon Musk definitely says that now the demand is strongest in history. Of course, my friend, if you actually reduce your price, definitely it will attract people, right? Tesla. But the thing is that basically means that the gross margin will be down. It's undeniable. It's not too difficult, right? So Elon Musk again came out and said that no worries, because of this price cut right now, we can sell up to 2 million vehicles, right? This year, okay? As always, Elon likes to draw super big picture here, but end of the day, can he deliver? And even they deliver, the cost versus the margin, let's take a look. So what I have is a financial report, and you can see very clearly the automotive revenue is up by 33%. Okay, that's a good one, but the gross margin is down, and this is how they do it, okay? They put a minus 466 BP as our basis point. It's like, why didn't just make it easier for everybody? Why the negative part, they try to do something like this? It's like, if you don't look at it, you wouldn't know it's a negative. All right. And then you can see the revenue, yeah, when it went up, yeah, indeed it went up. But again, the gross margin went down. See my point? That's a very interesting thing that how he come out with this thing. This is Elon Musk, right? And the adjusted EBITDA, right, is down. And of course, the thing is this, of course, to the shareholder, it went up. That's good. And look at it now, the cash flow. Oh my goodness. From this amount to this figure here, that is down by 49%, the cash flow. So where it went? Obviously, you know, right? So overall itself, if you look at this thing, I mean, it's just basically telling you that, yeah, I'm going to cut down my costs. All right, to the consumer so that people can buy. But the thing is that the earnings will be affected. So to me, this is not a good sign. All right, I can be totally wrong, but the chart view also tells me the same thing. So if you look at the chart right now, we have the base out at 109. I told you before, 109 is a base out level. And let me just change my color. And then what happened? The share price really went up to 137. That was a level that I asked you to guys take some profit. That of course the share price maintained above 137, and most likely it may tap 160. Right? But again, I will say this again. I believe that it's time to take profit because I still think that it will come back down to 120 again. All right, I'm still pretty bearish on Tesla. And of course, if you look at it in terms of technical, we should see a negative divergence. Hence, therefore, I still think that you should take some profit. But of course, now I know that Katie should be happy because she bought quite a bit at the low. She might consider take profit, or if not, who knows? I just leave it there. Okay, so that is Tesla technical outlook. But let's just look into Google. Now, this is Google share price, and of course, with technology companies already going up, right? Why is Google coming down? So we all know that Google is down because they are involved with a very big suit. All right, so it's about the dominance on online app in the market, and that is going to continue. And the thing is this, okay, I want to share with you right now. I take a check on this Nancy Pelosi. Apparently Nancy Pelosi, she sold many Google shares, and the date they notified was somewhere in the late of December. So if you look at that itself, right, let's pull back the tape again. Let's move back a little bit. Now this is where the news came out, but I'm pretty sure she sold somewhere around this area here due to the price action. So think about this, all right? Think about this. Is at this point now, what will you do, right? So definitely people know that if she is unloading shares at around this 101 level, she probably know that this may not end well, all right? So to me is that I think that Google can come back down to $85 again. And something that you must take note, okay, that it's better to buy it cheap than you buy it right now. And this is not good, because if this thing goes deep and it's going to be fine, a heavy one, then of course the share price will be affected, all right? Now, of course, if the thing is this right now, we have seen a very, very strong rebound on the S&P 500, and this is really spectacular. In all honesty, this is like a very strong call for buy. All right, I cannot deny this. I don't lie to you, because it has broke above the trend line. That's the first thing. Second thing is that it's staying very strongly above the 3960 level. Yesterday, the S&P 500 came down to 3960, the level that I mentioned, okay, and then it rebounded strongly from there. So all I can say is this: unless 3960 bridges, if not, all right, for sellers, you need to be very, very careful. Take profit along the way. For buyers, right, if you think that you're going to go higher, they can consider 4100. All right, 4100 is still going to be the main driver, because we have seen it twice back in December last year. So it is possible to see 4100. But with the earnings ongoing right now, I can't see any reason why this is going to go there. All right, but of course, the moving average at 200 MA was very clear, very strong support, touches it and rebounded. So all these are the bull and calls. All right, for the bear, I think that you just have to take a speculative bet, right, reduce your risk and see what happens next. All right, now to me is that I'm watching the US dollar very closely, and I tell you guys 101.50 is a very good level to buy some US dollar, and I'm still sticking to that. Now of course, the thing is that we all know a lot of countries are all dumping the US bonds right now to basically get back the US dollar, and then after that they're going to do something with it, or they do carry yen trade. They basically borrow from the yen and then use it to buy the equity market. So with the US dollar right now flagging in this formation here, okay, sorry to just do that again. Okay, that's gonna do a back. Okay, undo this. You can actually see that okay, it's going to be like this right now. It's going to flag formation. So I believe that 101.50 is still going to be a very strong base in my opinion. And we are pretty near the oversold region. But of course, when it marks downtrend, oversold region can work against you. So unless it crosses back to 102.20, 20, then we can see a clearer, stronger sign. But with the going towards the FOMC meeting, if everybody looking at 25 basis point, it's going to be tough. But remember, guys, if the US dollars have to move higher, you must watch it, because the US dollar and the 10-year yield is actually doing a bit different right now. Right, 10-year is very strongly supported, and it's staying at 3.4% right now. And I believe that there will be a support very soon. And once that happens, it will bring it back up again to 3.6. And all these are the telltale signs that you must watch out for. This is very compressed right now. It seems like there's some artificial pressing of prices. But like I say again, you cannot run away from fundamental. And if the problem in US is still ongoing, it's just a matter of time. And the NASDAQ, as you can see, is trying its best to stay afloat, right? The 50 basis, the Fibonacci 50 basis percentage itself is 11,780, and this is a very, very strong level. So the NASDAQ closed at 11,814. So as long as it stays above this level, there's still no concern for that. But once it has to go down itself, right, then we have to watch. Now, the thing is this, you can see that every time when the NASDAQ goes very near to the MA 200, it's not a good sign. And if you look at it right now, this is a very clear cut that is more towards the downside. So I still think that you shouldn't be buying any technology companies. You could be coming down. And I'm going to stick to my guns. 10,450 is still my target for the next few months. All right. Of course, if you think that this is wrong, you can go against me and trade the other way. It's fine. But I'm just giving you my very fair, unbiased call right here, right now. All right. Now, the thing is, the last one is this one here, the UnitedHealth group, right? This is very, very important, guys. Now, I've shared this in the last few MAOs on this particular counter, and I said that this particular counter has a very interesting relationship with the US market. It's almost directly related in a way. So you can see the price now is not able to climb above the 200-day MA, and that is not a good sign. Volume is trickling downwards as we are speaking right now. So all these tells me that, right, this is not good, because this is the uptrend line, the major one, and the market just broke it, and we have the very, very traditional touch and reverse signal here. Hence, therefore, if this counter really comes down, that it will drag the entire S&P down, and I think that we can actually see 460 probably in a few months time. So all my take is this: unless we can see a strong rebound above 500, then stock market is going to be going very bullish. If it's not itself, I believe traders, you just need to go very slow. All right, okay. So that will be my view on this thing here. Let's look at the charts right now and keep things simple. Okay, so first of all, now we are seeing a very clear cut. The gold price is coming down. Now I shared with you guys very clear that I believe that gold price is going to come back down to my KFC level, and that will be 1921. Now the current price is 1936, so 1921 is not too far away. I believe it will come down. Now the last few times, you can see every time it touches my KFC level, the market rebounded. Now the good news is this, guys, I have basically develop more KFC level for more markets, and I will showcase to you guys in the next preview when I have one. Yeah, this is going to be very, very incredible stuff. You will like it a lot. Okay, so that is the gold market. Let's bring something else, the Dow Jones here. Now for the Dow Jones, as you can see, the KFC level is this particular point. Let me just make it smaller for you. So this point here itself is at 33,031. I've been mentioning this, and you can see the incredible support here. Once the market comes back down here, once it stays above that, it will always rebound, right? True. Now the thing is, now we have a very strong reversal dragonfly candlestick here. So what does it mean? All right. So those people who are bullish, they say that this is a very long tail, hence therefore it will go higher, right? That is what the traditional, conventional way of reading the candlestick. But if you ask me from the other way, from the negative side, that means that the market have tested all this ground and it's gonna hold, right? So I have my own version of this. I believe that that means that the next support level, the market can go for this Dow Jones can be all the way here. So that means that if the market will go down, right, it will go down all the way to 33,078. So where we are now, we're 33,700. So that means that we can see a 700 points pullback in the near term. All right, so traders, you can take this as a reference. Let's see what happened next. And we have the next market is NASDAQ. NASDAQ, incredible. You see my KFC level, that is 11,774. And you can see 2 days ago, it touches it and rebounded, right? And yesterday, when it breaches this, the selling comes all the way here. But incredibly, as we saw, it went all the way up, cross back. That's why we have it now. So take note of this level here, guys, 11,771. As long as it stays above, you can be a buyer, but if it goes below it, you have to be a seller, all right? Okay, so that is what I have for you right now for the KFC level. Let's look at the technical level. Now, first of all, we have a very good congratulations call on the Dow Jones. Remember, I said that the Dow Jones will hit 33,827, and today we just saw it. Okay, today the Dow Jones high was 33,837, so the market breaches by 10 points. But do note, today is a DJDD. That means that the market can go very directional. So by right above OP, we can see going all the way up to 33,896. But if it stays below OP and stays below MLP, which is what it's having right now, watch out for 33,666. What the number here? If the market breaks 33,666 and go below, the first target will be 33,568 because that is the MA30 level. All right. Now, when it's DJDD, it's either follow the OP. If the market is selling, just sell. If the market is buying above OP, just buy. Now, KSI is green. That's why you can see the last 2 days, despite the market coming down, the market has strength to push it up. But the KRW is not showing the same sign. So which means that there will be buying at the bottom, but the selling pressure is actually in the market and you need to be very, very careful. Now the NASDAQ, well, we can see right now is very heavily resisted at MLP at 11,865 level. Now it's fighting its life over here. And KSI and KRW are both actually pretty positive. So what's happening right now, as I said again, don't buy any technology share at this point right now. You have missed the bottom, then leave it alone. Let it come back down, maybe coming down to 11,692, and MA200 will be a very good consideration. Just don't chase it. That's my fault. Okay, S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 have been chucking around 4020 for the longest of time. And I mentioned to you, this is a very strong BNB extension. And do note, this special indicator, KSI and KRW are in line right now. Hence, as for the red arrow appeared. And this is not a good sign. So if the S&P 500 loses 4015 later, that could be selling all the way down to 3937. All right, take note of that. So you can see that the conventionals are calling for the buy, but our TWB system is more to the sell. So that's why it's going to be a very interesting fight between here. Now for the Nikkei, well, Nikkei continue to climb higher because the dollar yen is still moving, and I believe that it's time to take some profit because KSI has been great for the last few days. Now you can see that the price is going up, but the KSI is red, so it's a very different thing, right? Interesting. So that's why our indicator is very sole proprietorship, right? It's not following what is available in the market. It's standalone. So to me, traders who are long in Nikkei, you should consider take some profit right now. Don't hang around too long because once it loses to 27,243, the MA200, I believe there's some selling coming in. Alright, so we have the DAX is open right now. DAX is now trading downwards, okay? Now DAX have been punctuating around the BNB area, but of course the low was supposed to be targeted at 1488, and we thought that it will touch right, about a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't. Now the thing is this, 15,088 is today's pivot 1, and in market breach below, we can see coming down to 14,935, okay? Now, KSI is green and KRW is blue cyan, so that means that there will be some support around 15,107, which is right now. But if it really breach below 15,088, then you must follow the pivot rule. 14,935 could be next, and that will be a strong support. Now, crude oil, let's take a look at crude oil. Now, crude oil has really found itself in a very, very incredible area. 81.42 is the BNB range here, and you can see that every time when the crude oil couldn't go past that, a pullback is almost confirmed. But the KSI and my KRW both are in a positive shape, so I believe that 80.09 MLP must stay, okay? If it stays above it, we can see challenging the 81.42 again. And if you look carefully now for the start of the year until now, oil is back to the same level from the start of the year. So which means that we can see that the oil is not going to be one of the factors to reduce CPI data for at least coming December data based on January's number. So I feel that right, the upside on oil is still there, and I think that 82.10 can be the next level, and of course a high can be 85. Now there's no reason for oil to go unless China is back or something very wrong went wrong in the geopolitical positioning. So all these are something that we can speculate, but for traders, you just have to take note that I am still very bullish on oil. Pulling down lower will be good. Now, some people have feedback to me, they love the extra add-on session on the Forex market. Thank you very much. Now, for dollar yen, It's just bumping around this area here. 130.212 will be the technical level to breach. Once it breaks above it, 130.50 will be next. KSI and KW are mixed right now, so it's going to be difficult to give a call. For the pound, you can see right now, it has tried to stay above the BNB support level. For 2 days in a row, it went below the BNB support level 1.2322 and rebounded both times. And for today, it's now challenging the pivot 1, 1.2373. If it stays above it, it can still go higher. But if not itself, right, then higher will be here. That will be the BNB RL at 1.24. If it goes down below 1.2373, the next level 1.2262. At the moment now, I can't see a call for this right now, so I'm not going to give it a miss. Now for Euro, we can see it's pumping up. KSI is green. KRW is cyan, so that's why you can see a very strong mounting up. Now, honestly, Europe now seems to be a better choice for where the funds to be going, because seemingly they are okay. But I can tell you this, guys, if US itself go to recession, there's no way the Euro can be any better. Of course, you can say that maybe the funds will go there. Well, I still don't think so, right? So I think that as long as the Euro continues to stay up, we can see 1.09. But if it breaks below 1.088, which is something very nearby now, it can come back down all the way to 1.077, okay? All right, that is the Forex and the indices. Let's look at commodities. Let's look at gold and okay, where we go, KCX. Okay, let's look at gold right now. Okay, for gold today, you can see that it is trying, now it's trying to stay up, but it's down below the MLP. Although the KSI and KCX are both very positive, but the price action shows that there's some selling. So do note that it's a good chance it may drop all the way down to 1929. That's a pivot 2 level. And if it cannot stay above it, a pullback can go to 1925. Now, personally, I'm still waiting here at 1900. And if you can go down 1867, 68, that'll be the best of the best level, right? So let's hope for a pullback. I think a pullback is going to come. And when that all happens, we can buy gold at a cheaper price, okay? Now for silver, as you can see right now, silver is pulling back. It's been sideways, new BNB 2 days ago. Hence, therefore, as long as silver stays below for today, below $23.77, it should be coming down because today is an inverse pivot. So $22.98 should be the support for today. And if going to be pullback, this is going to be the support here itself. Okay, all right. So that is gold and silver. And last but not least, we can look at the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum right now. Bitcoin, here we go. Now Bitcoin, as you can see, is down right now. Yesterday with new BNB, it created a 23,733 high. So the extension itself is 25,154. The downside extension is 20,891. Now the thing is this, 22,706 is today's pivot 2, and I think that the market may test it. So if the Bitcoin loses 22,706, it may go down to 20,891. And I say again, guys, time to book profit on your Bitcoin. Don't hold on, because I just feel very wrong over here. So even though the chart looks good, indicators are good, but maybe just take some profit. I think that'll be a better choice, a smarter choice. Last but not least is Ethereum. Ethereum now is basically fidgeting around the BNB, RL, and RL level. So as long as the Ethereum stays above 1610, it should be okay. But based on the pivot today, 1632 is a resistance. You can see very strongly it basically saw strong resistance exactly at the pivot 2 level. See, pivot 1 level. See, we went down, hit KTR -2, bounce up all the way, touch pivot 1, couldn't go higher, pull back down again. So if you look at the chart right now, I think that there is a chance for this Ethereum to come back down to 1500. All right. Okay, guys, that will be all for today. I wish you all the best. Today, it's time to welcome the God of Prosperity. I wish you all the best, and may you strike gold as usual. This is Kel signing off. Bye-bye.